morning, people. It is Friday, the 26th of April. Welcome to TDA the day after, your favourite news platform and home of popular culture, as defined by you, the culture. And as always, brought to you by the best in the business. Everyone introduce yourself.
It's your girl, Just Jean, representing the fitness queens in the scene. Ow.
That's right.
And they call me E-Man, the pro-black activist, TDA producer, news analyst, melanin jam-packed.
And I am Big Mars from the east side of the bridge, 6 foot plus and all that stuff. But shouts out the Short Kings, same time. Yeah. Morning. Well, go on, man. Everybody all right? Brent?
Morning. What happened this morning? Why were you so vexed this morning?
Why was I so vexed this morning?
Your little encounter.
See, why are you trying to make me a villain for? You want me to tell them that I cussed the woman out in the morning?
No, not at all.
I didn't even cuss her out anyway. I just told her to move because she was in my parking space. You know what I mean? She was in my parking
She was
space.
in your parking space.
What is this? One second.
Making me laugh. No, the thing that kills me about the whole thing here is the fact that she's right in the sense where she's like, you made me move so you could park there. But you obviously didn't say that to her in the beginning though.
She's not supposed to be there.
I know, but then it's like, do you know what it is? It's like, oh, you're not meant to be there, move. All right, cool. But then you go and park there. But do you get what I mean?
I don't
I
understand.
think that's what makes it
I don't
funny.
understand why she would understand. I never said you not to move there. I said, I'm going to need you to move, you know? I'm going to need you to move. Yeah? And she moved. That means there's an understanding that she's not supposed to be there. Because if I couldn't just roll up to someone in a parking space and say, I need you to move, they're going to say, why?
Fair enough.
You know what I'm saying?
Hear it.
So when I told her I need you to move, she understood. And then she went, and then she got upset when she saw me park there. So she goes like, oh, you told me to move for you to go and park there. I'm like, yes. Like, what? You're not supposed to be there now. What are you talking about? Like, I'm supposed to be here. Like, I don't understand what you want from me. And she's still moaning. She wound the window up. And I walked back to the car. I said, why are you window down? I said, come. I said, listen, I will reverse onto this drive. Yeah, I'll reverse and I will block the driveway, just the driveway. And if you can fit in that little gap that's in front of me, by all means, go in there. You get me? I said, you can't fucking fit, can you?
Is what you said?
So shut up, man. Get me, just go about my business. Because she's an idiot at the end of the day. She's moving like she's supposed to be there. She don't live around there. She lives around there. She live around there. She'll have a drive.
Yeah, she's probably, just, like I said, dropping her child to school.
Definitely that's what she's doing. Like I said, they do it all the time, but usually I don't catch them. When I saw her, I rolled up on her.
You said usually I don't catch them to say as if to say you live here, you're patrolling the area.
No, but if I caught them sitting in the car and I wanted the space, I'll tell them to move.
I don't know.
Each and every time. What are you doing there? I don't believe I was in the wrong. And like I said, I probably only dropped the one F-bomb. So I was nice.
All right, progress, I guess.
We're making progress, man. That's what I think. Life's about progression. How you doing, Brent?
I'm alright, thank you very much.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
Doesn't sound like it because you ain't trying to say good morning to anyone in the
I have
chat.
to say good morning to everybody in the chat.
Okay.
Hey, today, Brent is not in the mood. He's not in our mood.
He's not in the
But
mood for
it's
our
fine.
foolishness. Well, big up everybody in the chat.
Good morning, Mr.
Oh,
There we
okay.
go.
But I suggested that I normally prep it and then I drop it.
You normally what?
I'm not charging.
Just because you're using the wrong one.
Is the link for the Twitter out? Yeah, it is. All right, everybody go and retweet the Twitter link as well, please. And get me. Our Discord server's up. Click the pin link in the chat. All these things. Wait there. Let me go and retweet.
Is it Danielle?
No, it's just random.
Oh. No, is it Danielle? I don't know.
Does it look like me?
It does.
Let me see.
Do you think that looks like Danielle?
Yeah.
It does. Is it Danielle? All you have to do is say yes.
What you asked. Imagine me having marks on my back and things like marks. I'll give you just a random like there.
Okay, never mind. For those of you that are wondering what I'm talking about, Brent has got a hoodie with Danielle on the back, and it's quite cool. So stand in the camera so they can see it.
Is that Oh, it's very cool. Is
But it's
that
blurry though.
It's alright. They got the gist of it.
Yeah.
Is that an exclusive or is that merch? Is that going on the line?
This is not random.
It's not going on the line.
He's on my back.
So let me.
That would be a good seller.
Let me ask you a question. So you see the samples that. So obviously you had Toddy the other day. So none of them are going to be. They're just all samples.
For me, this is my clothing.
You know what I want.
You can have whatever you want, but you need to tell me.
I
No,
told
nobody
you. I
can
said I
hate
want the
you.
team.
Make
Did
her,
I not say that last week?
Make her a special one as well.
I did.
Yes,
Huh?
I will.
Huh?
You have to make you a special one.
I don't want one of box. Please.
You know,
You wouldn't wear that.
No, brother. After last week, I swear. Leave me alone.
I'm convinced you don't get the actual backlash that you suggest or imply.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I definitely, if I didn't get backlash, I wouldn't come to the group and say what I said.
Who'd you get backlash from?
Low value men.
Wow.
Jealous, insecure.
Wow.
Mm.
Wow. No, do you know why we're not going to do that? Because you even said on your side that you got a little bit of pushback. So are we going to say that she's a low value woman?
Don't talk my business on
That's
this.
what I thought. Pussy hole. don't try it. Wanna throw me under the bus?
Yay. We don't normally find.
Good morning, people. We ain't got no Spotify comments today. Curtis Jackson, what, he's off the ball.
Because he knows Esther's not here.
I respect his dedication, you know. I respect his dedication.
What, to getting on Esther's nerves?
Not to bettering himself, make himself the man she needs to be.
100%.
Remember, he's in the gym every day. He's threatened to punch up everybody else.
100%.
He's looking to be a protector, provider. He's 6 foot plus.
But can I just quickly say something now? You know when you, like, if you were about it, you wouldn't have to talk about it too much, though.
She don't know him. He's got to sell himself. Like, she don't know him.
I hear it, but...
How's she just going to pick up on the vibe from, like, it's just a voice over the phone and that? She ain't seen it. Huh?
I don't know. I don't know anything, clearly, so...
I remember he weren't the first one. They've all done it. They've all sold themselves. How do we know so much about Chim's, Keto King?
You know what? I love it for her, though.
Huh?
I love it for her, Esther.
I don't think the Keto King ever made his intentions as clear as you're suggesting. Not for Esther.
I don't know if he vocalized it, but it was bait.
No,
You sure?
I'm certain.
He threw himself up. He threw himself up all topless and that. He said he threw himself up topless, bro.
He did that for
That wasn't for Esther though.
the room.
You sure?
And the cause.
Yeah. I think that was to do with his diet, innit?
Oh, here's me topless. This is what I can't remember, but I feel like he did. I feel like he was auditioning. I feel like he was auditioning for a love at one point. Briefly, I think it was a point until he put the picture in. Then he started getting a lot of love from the chat. Then he tried to expand. Then he used to call in all the time. Then they clocked he was crazy and he lost his market.
He's definitely not crazy.
Not crazy, but you know what I mean. You know, I use the words loosely.
He's committed
To keto, to conspiracies.
to good health.
I like Salah though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good man.
Yeah, he is.
So we ain't got nothing to read out in the morning. None of that stuff.
No, I'm gonna say hello to the chat though.
All right, go on then. I thought you wasn't.
No, I am. Here. Took me a while. Right. Good morning, Mr. One Elusive. Good morning, Charles Mack. Good morning, Abby Apia. Good morning, 0121. Good morning, man like Vim Diesel. Good morning, Noreen. Good morning, Maggie. Good morning, Oyen. Good morning, Ed. Good morning, Dr. Amani. Good morning, Kazume. Good morning, Mercy. Good morning, Crud Crew. Good morning, Stacy. Long time no see. Good morning, Everest. Good morning, Crud Crew. Good morning, Mercy. Good morning, Mother Boof. Good morning, TT. Good morning, Easy Bambino. Good morning, Divina. Sending you love and light. Good morning, Ramsey. Has Kendrick responded yet? No?
I think he's trying to sell an album or something.
Good morning. Is that what he said? That he was gonna, what's that, rumored that he's gonna drop it in the album episode?
Maybe, I think so, yeah.
And that's in May, right?
Is that when it is?
I think so. Yeah, just around the corner, right?
Nasty work, innit?
Good morning, Lala. Good morning, Black Lad Travel. Good morning, Gin and Gist. Good morning, C91. Good morning, Nai. Good morning, T. Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Star Crow. Good morning, RJM. Good morning, Mohammed Abdi. Good morning, Marlene. Good morning, Mohammed Abdullah. Oh, sorry, Abdullahi. Hopefully I said that right. Good morning, Christy. All right. That's my good mornings for you and y'all. Have you got an announcement, Emmanuel?
What's the announcement, Ben? Is it what we discuss about next week?
Yes.
Okay. So next week's going to be a big week, man. For TDA and for TMB. We're going to be dropping the campaign. All right. So obviously
we're going to start
the campaign, pardon me. So it's going to be a week rollout. So we need you guys to basically be here sharp on Monday.
Sharp.
All the way through to Sunday. We ain't going to be here Sunday, but you understand? In spirit, right? And yeah, man, we got a series of videos and things for the week, man. So guys, please, when you see it, support, share, and yeah, man.
We will debut every single video on the morning show.
Yes.
The most illustrious, most dangerous morning show in the world. And we will implore you to go and repost, share, and not just share on socials, share amongst your WhatsApp groups. You know how you have that forward message? Yeah. You got to get that chain going. Because we start the revolution on Monday.
Indeed.
Because Ahmed is sick in his head. I was just thinking, like,
That's
how can you say that? Say you don't watch the show or you don't know me at all without saying you don't watch the show or you don't know me. You put in the group, why am I shocked Marks is awake this early?
Where have you been?
Oh, he's now finding out. He's now
Trying to
finding
say
out
my name
that
so
you
freely,
actually.
like you know where I've gone.
He's finding out, you're the best broadcaster in the UK.
That's what I'm saying. Even if you was on my Instagram or something, you'd see me up.
Nah, you would.
You
Every
do like
morning.
carpool every day.
You may not be on your
not on
Instagram.
weekends.
Okay, Monday to
I need a
Friday.
break.
You may not be on
Okay,
Instagram, and
Monday
you
to
don't really
Friday.
promote stuff from TDA on your Instagram anyway.
Well, I ain't got I ain't got out in a while.
So you realize when you miss it.
Yeah, actually.
Okay, all right.
You know,
Fred,
you know,
you ain't got that chat for me though.
No, you've been vigilant.
Thank you.
Yeah.
but maybe you've been tagging her or something because I ain't got a thing in a while.
Now, sometimes I don't, and she does what she's supposed to do, and then boom, let me share it.
Okay.
She's a sharer now.
I was always a sharer.
No, not when you were in it.
Yeah,
all the clips that you weren't in.
Yeah, do you know why? You know what you don't understand, yeah? I told you I'm not made for this. I will leave my address and tell you to pull up. You see this year, I want peace. So therefore, nothing rattles me more than minding my own business and scrolling and seeing my face. Like, it's such a rattler because it always catches me off guard.
I've seen a series of like troubled tweets recently from you. Is that something that you can share?
Are you really coming to do this?
I'm in the dark about all of this stuff that you're putting out on social media.
What are you talking about?
You're telling me I might come to do it.
Are you coming to do what?
Or whatever it is that you're saying or suggesting that I'm coming to
She's
do.
got multiple tweets because I see you tweet something the other day. I was going to DM you.
Yeah.
What did I tweet?
I can't remember. But
It's
I
a
left
lot
it.
of, yeah.
I see you say something. I was going to make.
Do you want to know what's really funny? Can I be honest, yeah? And I said this the other day. And I said to my friend, do you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to create a burner Twitter account, yeah? And just offload my shit. I said, because I have so much that generally... But I was like, I don't want a response. And I don't want an audience. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
I just want to put my shit off. And not have anyone message me, be like, are you all right? Fuck off. It's fine. Do you know what I mean? So I'm going to create a burner account.
Yeah, well, now that I know that...
No, because you're not... You're not...
want people to know that you're right? Just tell us then. I'll just listen.
No, it's fine. It's nothing. But I'm gonna get another account.
Yeah?
And I'm just gonna
I actually thought you had one already.
No, I don't. I actually need to.
Your friends have one.
Do
Two
they?
or three.
Do they?
Yeah, I think a lot of I was about to say female, but women friends, they tend to have burner accounts.
Yeah, I've never had a burner account. Let me rephrase it. It's not a burner account because I'm not gonna. It is a burner
It
account,
will
isn't
be
it?
attached to your identity.
Yeah, it's a burner account then. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you make a burner, don't you still need an audience?
Honestly, for me, I don't even want an audience.
She does.
You just want to get your
No,
shit
I
off.
don't.
No,
Because the crazy thing
you
is,
do, you don't.
I
You
don't.
just don't want them asking you on questions.
No, because I don't even. The other
Because
day,
you just be typing into the abyss.
yeah, which is fine.
I don't think so.
No, it is. You know what? Someone tweeted the other day and it made sense, and they were like, sometimes they tweet and just delete it, and they were like, that's the release. It's not even because, do you know what I mean? They were like, that's the therapy. Like writing a tweet and just deleting it, but you've got it off your chest. And I read something the other day and I was like, this is so true. And it was like, it's like fuck journaling, yeah. Because not only am I going through it, now there's proof. And I was like, yeah. I said, this is a bit of me. It's long. I'm not journaling. So I can tweet though.
I've never understood the need to tell strangers your business. Like for social media and stuff like that. I just don't get it. I have never been happy and gone in there and been like, oh, I'm so happy. Or been sad and be like, oh, I'm so sad. Like I don't really, I just talk shit online. I don't talk like my feelings and shit.
You tell them your business all the time. It's just nasty business.
This is stuff that I don't. It's not serious stuff. It's not important. Anything that I put out there, I don't mind anybody knowing. I don't care.
That's a different thing that you're saying now.
The things that mean something to me are not online. I don't share my business online. Like that's trivial crap. Because again, I don't care, innit?
Yeah, but
And to be fair, it's not even like necessarily true like that. It's not like if I'm going through things. It's just intrusive thoughts. If I have something, if I tweet something mad, it's not necessarily referring to me. It could be triggered from a conversation I had or a tweet that I've just saw, and I just tweet whatever pops into my brain. It's not like my personal experience. Like none of it is, apart from
some of it is.
like what? Oh no, don't do that anyway.
No, do it.
No,
Some of it is like what then?
I'm sure that some of it is stuff you've just gone through.
I can't think.
Well, if you just
like
said
that.
a lot of it is off the back of conversations you've had with people, it's your bloody experience. It's not anybody else's.
Okay, I get that, but I'm
It's how
saying
you've processed it and you decided to, all right, I find this funny. Other people need to find this funny too. Pew!
well, they probably might.
And people need to know I'm upholding my brand. Pew!
Yeah, but that's still not like.
The timeline's too still. Pew!
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. That's just
Havoc.
off a whim.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
just
King Kelly Havoc. Yes. It's the anarchist.
yeah. So I don't know why people need to feel to get it out there. So them kind of things that people saying, like obviously if they want to tweet it and then delete it or they want to get off their thing, they need to go and talk to someone. You need to have
what if
someone
you
they're confident they confident
Yeah,
they
but
can
then what
talk
if you
to,
don't
a
wanna talk to
partner,
someone,
a friend,
But
a
what if you don't-
therapist.
But what if you don't want to do that?
You do want to do it. That's why you want to get it off and tweet it.
Not really, though. No, this is what I'm saying. It's not. I don't think it's a case of having someone to speak to. Sometimes you don't want to talk to anyone, but you just want to get it out there, like get it out of you. Do you get what I mean?
Couldn't you look in the mirror and say stuff?
No, because I don't want to look in the mirror and say something either.
What about a diary?
But this is what I said. I don't want a diary. I don't want the proof. Do you not get what I mean?
Burn book.
I know what I mean, though.
There's no way you're telling me you're gonna pop onto your Twitter account, right? You will have that second profile and nobody's following you.
Brent, let's be honest.
And you're just
you
gonna
know
go
I'm not.
pew,
You
pew,
know I'm not
pew,
going to
pew.
do it. I'm not going to create a second account and pop my shit off. Because if I was, I would have done it already. But I'm saying it's something that I would like to. Do you get what I mean?
The way you subtly allude to you going through some ish on your current account is what tells me you can't do this without an audience.
I can. I don't
mean,
need an
everybody
audience.
can do stuff, but
I
it's not
don't
going to
need.
hit
I
the
don't
same.
need an audience. I
I
don't.
see people tweeting stuff and I think it must burn. I see bro, you tweet some fuckery like he was getting some shit off his chest, like, and it was like really, and it was like, you get what I'm trying to say, like you can't. Like, on one of them, I don't know what he was saying, but it was that kind of vibe, like like I can't take this no more. I'm going through this. I looked at the tweet, no likes, no retweets.
Yeah, but this is the thing though. Yeah, I don't think.
This is tough.
No, but that's the thing. I don't think it's a case of this is tough. And the crazy thing is, I don't think I tweet anything that is meant to be something that people respond to anyway. Does that make sense? So for me, I'm not seeing it as when you're like, oh, you've tweeted some things that's made me think. I'm thinking, have I? Do you get what I mean? Because I don't think anything I've said is worth you messaging me and being like, oh, you all right?
What about if it's like, I guess, really in contrast to how you are normally? Because even Noreen said in the group, in the chat, Jeannie, even I was wondering if you're okay.
You've done like a I'm done with this shit kind of stuff, like I'm over it.
I've been over everything.
No, I'm saying that kind of mood, that kind of feel in it. So obviously, for you to tweet that, we don't know what you're going through, or how you're feeling at the time. You get what I'm trying to say? For you to express it.
But do you know what?
Concern, innit?
You know, just based on what you just said, though, is also something that's very, very interesting. When you said, "Is it because it's different to what I'm like online?" Again, that's online. Who's to say that who I am online is who I actually really am? Do you understand what I mean? So
then what? Are you kind of suggesting that the tweets could be then the real you then?
I'm just saying. I'm not saying anyway. I'm just saying. I think you just have to take everything with a pinch of salt.
Yeah, 100%.
To be completely honest with you.
And Brent, you talked about burner accounts. Yeah. Does anyone have more than one burner account? And would there be a need for several?
Yeah.
Why do you need several though?
Answer him.
Why are you asking? First of all, I was gonna say, why are you asking Brent? And then I just thought, why, Brent, do you have burner accounts? And now you're telling him to ask me. I don't have a burner account, babes, so I don't know.
No, I know how it might have sounded.
Are you sure? Do you want to do it again?
I've
then?
not realized because the levels of stress in your voice. But
No, there's no stress in my voice. No, I'm not stressed.
I'm sure that you have friends who would have burners, and you can be able to say, all right, this is why they have certain burners. Like, for example, one of the burners, they might look to populate it with a certain type of
content,
so that it comes across as, all right, I am about this thing. Like, I don't know, who's feminist stuff. And like,
do you know about the dark burner community?
No, what is that?
There's a lot of girls that are like, they can't, obviously they have to be upstanding citizens in
real life.
They're busting it open on the burners because they need to be free. Like what Gina says, just need to let it out.
Burners.
After dark burners. And they're going for it.
Yeah.
It's a
I
thing.
agree.
It's a
I
thing.
agree.
No, I'm telling you, it's a thing.
Yeah, especially the ones who are religious, like openly religious, or identify as religious. Yeah. So
but
that's
multiple though.
Yeah. I mean, some of them even look to have multiple so that they can back up a particular point.
Yeah.
See, this is
comment. Like they're gonna say something, and they're gonna say something on their burner, and then comment from their other burner to reassure it.
But then you have to have an audience
on the tweet.
Yes,
But then
that's
Yes.
That's impact.
And sometimes, yes, it is. And sometimes when you go on Shadeborough, you would see certain comments that are completely wild, right? And you know how Shadeborough kind of says the quiet things, but it's not out loud. The burners do it out loud.
I should make a burner for
just so that
Shadeborough.
others want to now say, all right, cool, we have, we've been given license to now like it, or say, I was thinking that. And
I should make a burner to fight back.
No, but they would know because you wouldn't be able to change the way you type. Your tone and your style would be in there.
Would it be bait?
It would be bait. You see how you did that to the woman? I didn't have to hear you. If that woman came and said somebody such and such, that's Max. That's Max.
Oh God.
So I don't know if it is that you can do that live.
I need to find a new writing style.
Don't do it at all.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not going to get anything from it. In fact, you might.
Oh no, I need to fight back.
Yeah, you bite. But then it might bleed into your natural.
No, we don't want that.
We don't want that. We don't want that, man.
All right, cool. I'll leave it. It's fine.
Hope I've answered your question, Emmanuel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's mad out there.
Hey, Maggie's got a good topic of the day, you know. She said,
What is it?
A topic of the day could be digital blackface. Non-black people making burner accounts to stir up issues in our community.
You think non-black people make burners so they can say the N-word and stuff?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but then that would be not from a racist point of view. I'm saying like how they pretending to be black people.
Ooh.
I know there's people that would make burners accounts so they can be racist online. They do it all the time. But I'm saying that so they can like infiltrate and pretend to be part of the culture. Like, yeah, my nigga, I love you, my nigga, man. You crazy. You the best.
I think that's possible, you know.
That's mad.
Yeah. Because people want to do it in real life anyway.
That's true. Digital blackface is crazy.
All right.
All right, then. Let's get into our headlines.
Okay.
All right.
So you lay down the gauntlet. Okay.
All right, so our first headline. Emmanuel Macron is in the news, man, and he's urged Europe to improve its defences and cut red tape as it faces existential threats from Russian aggression and American isolationism. In a nearly 2-hour speech at the Sorbonne University in Paris, Mr. Macron claimed that the 27-member European Union was too slow and lacks ambition before demanding that the bloc does not become a vassal of the United States. This way he went on to say, our Europe is mortal, it could die. We are not equipped to face the risks. We must produce more, we must produce faster, and we must produce as Europeans. Thursday's speech was billed by Mr. Macron's advisors as France's contribution to the EU's strategic agenda for the next 5 years. The agenda is due to be decided after the European elections, which will take place in early June. Nationalist right-wing parties, including the French opposition party National Rally, run by presidential rival Marine, was also present. Next headline. Did you guys hear about what's going on in Scotland? So the Scottish Greens, the Green Party, basically, in Scotland, they've said that they're going to be voting against the First Minister and SNP leader Hamza Yousaf when he faces a motion of no confidence. The move came after he ended the power-sharing agreement between the two parties. The Greens said that they no longer believe the Scottish government will do the right thing for climate and nature policies. The First Minister, or the former First Minister and SNP leader, Alex Salmond, said that Mr. Yousaf was in a very precarious position. The vote could come as early as next Wednesday, and the Greens' decision means that Mr. Yousaf could struggle to win the motion, which was tabled by the Scottish Conservative leader Douglas Ross. The breakdown of MSPs in the Parliament means that the former SNP MSP Ash Regan is now an Alba Party MSP. Who is now an Alba Party MSP could potentially decide Mr. Yousaf's fate. If every Conservative, Labour and Liberal Democrat MSP joins the Greens in voting against Mr. Yousaf, it would give them 64 votes to the SNP 63. Long story short, these guys were in a power sharing agreement, and this guy, I don't say this guy, but basically the leader, Hamza Yousaf, he's now called them literally today on LBC saying, listen, this guy needs to know that there's consequences for what he did. So, so they're serious, man.
It's about to go off.
And our next headline, a married couple has been convicted of daubing the gates and pavement of Downing Street with fake blood in a protest over the Israel-Gaza war. Virginia Moffat, who's 58, and Chris Cole, who's 60 from Dorset, were campaigning on the 29th of December 2023 for a ceasefire and an end to UK arms sales to Israel. The Christian protesters were found guilty at City of London Magistrates Court of criminal damage. Cole was fined £692 because of prior offences, while Moffat was not fined. The pair's bloody handprints and paint splashes caused significant damage. This is what the judge, Patricia Evans, said to the court. She said that it took a professional cleaner company 1.5 hours to clean, and the cost was £138. According to an earlier statement released by campaign group Victory, the pair said that the government had blood on its hands after refusing to demand Israel end its bombing of Gaza. And that's it for our headlines.
All right, then, let's get into what you're saying, topic of the day.
All right, people. So today's topic of the day, Brent, if you don't mind, clicking the video link. It's in the Discord, and this is from Ed. So I believe it was yesterday or 2 days ago. He brought up a topic of the day, and it's based on an interview that one guy was giving, where he's talking about ADHD and whatnot, and he's basically asking the question: do you need panic or stress to get work done? Or are you one of those, are you a procrastinator when it's like, cool, I need a deadline, it's going to make me act, or can you just do it from pure, like, sheer discipline? Yeah. I guess what I bet is loaded. What's your thoughts?
I'm definitely a panic, stress kind of person. I think it depends. If it's something that panic and stress. I need a deadline. Otherwise, I'll drag my feet.
But when you got a deadline, when do you start working on it?
I won't leave it till last minute though. But do you know what it is? I work well under pressure in a weird way. It's not healthy, but do you know what I mean? It's quite stressful, but it always gets the job done. And I feel like with me, if I'm not stressed or panicked about it, I'm like, am I that invested? Do you get what I mean?
If I got a deadline, sometimes
children and
I'll do it like I'd use the whole deadline. I'll probably get it done like 2 days, day before, on the day kind of thing. And I don't know why I do that.
Because you think you got all the time in the world.
But I know I ain't got all the time in the world because
I
it's a
know.
deadline.
Literally. It's definitely backwards.
Do you feel like there's some underlying, I don't know, condition that makes people react in that way?
I procrastinate a lot. I actually enjoy the countdown, the deadline. Like we've got to get it done. So if I done it early, then you get to relax. There's no fun. There's no pressure. You know what I'm trying to say? Like I enjoy that. We've got to get it done, especially when I do it in groups because there's a lot of people that are around me. They'll be like panicking, like, "Yo, we got 2 days left." You know, like I'm just sitting in the house. I'm fine. Oh, it's fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It'll be all right. It's all gonna be all right on the night. Don't worry. We got this. And then, lo and behold,
Fun.
I'm not
You
gonna
got
lie
this.
though. I think it depends all right. If it's a situation that involves other people, I don't like working under pressure because it can be impacted by so many other factors outside of my control. Do you get what I mean? Whereas if it's me, then I can deal with working under pressure because I can control myself. Do you get what I mean? But if it's like a group environment or where I'm waiting on things for other people and stuff, it's not fun. Yeah.
I don't like waiting on people.
Neither do I. I think it's so annoying. No, it is because, like, do you know what it is for me? It's a control thing, innit? So I hate when, like, I think I'm in that space now, to be fair, though. A lot of things are up in the air for me and it's based on other people and I don't like that space because I don't have control. Do you get what I mean? So everything's up in the air and I'm just here. Yeah.
Okay. Brent, can you play that clip, please?
adults often present with inattentiveness. They're described as a daydreamer. And if you're lucky enough to be intelligent, and this is not the same as concentration is a part of performance related to intelligence, but if you're an intelligent child, you can coast through primary school easily. You don't need to do anything, it's natural. Often children in primary school and the early stages of secondary school with ADHD don't do any preparation. They don't study. They don't do any homework. They turn up for exams and they're bright and they do well. There's so many people who got through primary school okay, went to secondary school and they needed to do homework, they just didn't do it. What they often rely upon is the effect of stress to generate focus. What happens is that your adrenal glands respond to the fear of an impending exam. They start to produce cortisol and adrenaline, which drives you into an all-night state of hyperfocus. So many people I see day to day got through exams on basically an all-nighter. They were unable to work consistently towards a goal. This is okay. At a certain level, it starts to get more and more difficult. Because basically what is happening is you're driving yourself into a stressed state to provoke focus. And you can't do A-levels very easily on that sort of stress, on a night's study. And what often happens is that people peak at GCSEs, which to an intelligent person are relatively easy to accomplish without much study. And they start to flounder at A-levels and then they fall apart at university.
He just described what I done from primary school. I don't know. I got to the A-levels bit and I stopped because I never done all that. But I've done that. Just didn't have to work or whatever and just get through everything. And then got to secondary school and had to do homework and coursework and all that. I was like, nah, I ain't doing this. But then like just cram the night before an exam and just store all the information that I need. And just get through it. That's literally what I've done.
Do you feel like you could have performed better if you, I guess, structured your tasks and whatnot instead of leaving it to the last minute?
I didn't need to. Again, because I didn't go to A-levels and uni, like he's saying, I didn't get to that bit where I struggled to know, if that makes sense. But I could get through them. I can get through them school exams. And I wasn't aiming for high marks, if that makes sense. My aim was just to pass. You know what I'm trying to say? And I'm like, I know I can pass it. Whatever the minimum is, need to pass it. I'll just get it. I'll just go and do it, innit? So it's like with minimum effort. like, so, yeah, I don't know. Obviously, even like hearing it back, it don't sound good. it don't sound good. And then, and I also think, how would I have handled the higher learning, the extra levels? Because like I said, I didn't go to college or uni to know. I didn't get to that point of the story to find out how it would affect me. So that's interesting. But yeah, that sounds pretty familiar.
Brent, what about you? Would you say you're the opposite? Or do you thrive with a degree of pressure?
Well, the industry I'm in right now, the environment I'm in, is pressure all the time anyway. So I don't know if I can say I have the opportunity to test what is what.
But I guess based on like, back in the day, like school times.
I think back in the day, it was a case of wait until I need to, and then I just cram. That was me.
And do you think that if you did the opposite though, you would have performed better? Or do you feel like that's something that is kind of a prerequisite for you to perform at your highest?
I don't know. I didn't have the chance to basically compare.
All right.
Because that was my method.
And you guys, yeah, obviously you guys are creatives. Do you feel like stress enhances your creativity? Or do you feel like if you was more relaxed? Let's just say you had somebody or people, PAs and all that stuff, yeah, that was doing all the admin tasks. And I guess kind of gave you just more time to just focus on creativity. Do you feel like you would use that time to be creative, or would you still leave it to the last minute and feel like that would give you the best results?
I don't know about creative, because I could be creative with anything I can think, but I feel like I need to create that powder keg situation to inspire me, because I could do a lot of things easy in it, if that makes sense. So I could just do it at a whim, and I'm not, you get what I'm trying to say? Like, it's not there, the excitement or the I don't even know what the word is, but it's just not there. So I need to create that kind of, that time bomb that's ticking, that running down, that sense of, you might not make it, that excitement to galvanize me to do it, kind of thing. I think that's what it is. Because I don't know why, like I do that all the time, like a lot of the time. There's times when, obviously, as I'm getting older, I've tried to like, actually, you know what, let me just do that and get out of the way and and do it like just the simple way, so it's thingy. But then again, it don't even feel the same. Like, it don't even feel the same. Like, I like the excitement. And it's not, but sometimes that overconfidence can mess you up as well, though, because like things can be taken out of your hands. Like, regardless of what I think I'm in control, and something else can happen last minute that's taken out of my control. And if I'd done it earlier and had more time to rectify it, boom, boom, boom. But yeah, I don't know if it's a place of like overconfidence. I feel like I can achieve like what I want, if that makes sense, like what I put my mind to. So yeah, because I want to create that environment just for that bit of excitement. I'll probably leave things to the last minute. But then again, it does bring like the best out of me and stuff like that. Like when I've got things to do, like public speaking and them kind of things, that I don't never know what I'm going to say. I'll walk on the stage and do it on the fly, like right there and then. And usually cook it up, like, do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, usually I'll knock it out of the park. But I don't know if it's because I've trained myself to work in that constantly. I don't know what it is. I know it, because even, like I'm saying, even hearing it and talking about it doesn't sound good.
Effective.
Yeah, it it don't sound right. You get me? But yeah, that's what I do.
But would you have that same approach if you was going to do like a TED Talk? They said, look, Marks, half an hour. No one else is on stage. You're talking to the people.
I couldn't write down my speech like and think it. I'd have to. I'd have points.
Yeah.
So when I'm procrastinating, I'm thinking like during that week growing up, I'm not sitting there and doing it, but it's constant. Like it's constant. It's constant. It's constant. Even if I'm doing this, it's constant. I know I've got this coming. I know there's certain points that I'm gonna want to touch on, and have like a certain map of a guidance of, all right, cool. I'm gonna touch there, I'm going to touch there, I'm going to touch there, I'm going to touch there. I don't know the route that I'm going to get there, but I'm going to touch on all these points. If I just say like there's 5 major points that I want to touch on, I'd know that I'm going to touch on them 5 major points. Yeah. And then I'll go and I'll do it. And as long as I hit my points at some point, then it'll be fine. I wouldn't write down the speech and go up and read it and copy it verbatim, like, oh, because that's just not gonna flow. That's just not me. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like I would understand there's these major talking points that I need to hit. There's a message that I need to drive home. What is that message? Okay, cool. I know what this message is. How is the best way to get this message across? Okay, if I say this, if I do this, if I say this, if I say that, and if I go in there with that structure in my head, then I can go up there and just freestyle it.
Okay. Gina, what about you? Same way. So say like, oh, we want Gina to come and speak at this event. We're gonna give you half an hour to speak to the people. How would you be in terms of your preparation?
Yeah, I would never read because it won't flow.
Okay.
So I'll always have to like let the spirit lead. But what I will do is definitely have talking points because I feel like when I'm under pressure, sometimes I can forget things that are really important. And one thing, I think one of my problems is I talk really fast when I'm nervous and under pressure. So I would definitely have like points and stuff. But I think the thing is with me though, yeah, I think it's with everything. I'm always really anxious before, like prior to doing anything, and I overthink it to the death of me, right? And then I'd say the first like minute, probably even less than that, is a nerve-wracking moment. But once I pass that moment, everything just naturally flows. It's just like, it's like letting my hair down, if you get what I mean. But it always happens, like even with things that I do all the time, even with things that I'm confident in, like teaching classes, I do them in my sleep. But I still have that same element of like anxiety before I do it. And I guess for me, it's more because I want it to go well, if you get what I mean. So it's the pressure on myself to perform and deliver. But yeah.
Where does the role, because obviously you guys are pretty much saying that you kind of leave it till, not last minute, but you kind of leave it, you know what I'm saying?
I think
like,
it depends on what it is, but generally speaking, like I will attempt to work. I will definitely start working on it from the moment like I know that I need to do the stuff, but it will be like here and there. There's no structure, if you get what I mean. It's kind of just vibes. But then I'll get serious and be more intentional closer to the deadline, if you get what I mean.
Yeah. At what point though, yeah, and Brad, I want to answer this as well, yeah. At what point do you guys say to yourself, this is not for me? So, like, for instance, if I've got 12 hours to do something, right, and you start at hour 0, yeah, I guess halfway you can say to yourself, you know what, I've tried for 6 hours. I can tell this is going nowhere. But I've kind of given myself 6 hours to figure it out. If you've left it now to hour 8, at what point do you say to yourself, you know what, nearing the deadline, I haven't got nothing, this isn't for me?
What is this isn't for me though? As in, this approach isn't for me, or the deadline.
The deadline. So
Well,
the task that you're
not
doing.
the same for me. You're saying I'm not gonna make it.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because we say this isn't for me. I'm like, does that mean you're gonna quit or?
No, it's a combination. It's a combination. So it's you're not gonna make it, but also saying I can't do this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Good morning.
Morning, caller. Stay there 1 second. Let me quickly answer this. I think I would like to think I've got enough self-awareness to know whether I could do it beforehand.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. I don't think I'd walk into a situation. I don't like the unknown. I like to be in control of most of the situations I'm in. I wouldn't walk into a situation and tell you, yes, I could do this in 12 hours, knowing or not knowing whether I can actually do it. Well, then again, I'm a chancer. But I would believe that I could do it, if that makes sense. You know what I'm trying to say? I wouldn't walk into a situation where I know I can't do this and give myself a deadline and say this is it. I'll tap out from the beginning because I won't even try to get into it or find someone that can help me or self-aware to know that I can't actually do this kind of thing and go and get the help where it's needed. I think that would be crazy because when you say that, at what point do you have? Why would you agree to do something, especially that's time sensitive with a deadline in it, and not have the self-awareness to know that you might not be able to do this?
Because some things might just be outside of your ability. And you didn't realize till. You know what I mean?
Okay, that makes sense. Caller still there?
You have to call back. Man, what do you do?
I think to be fair, I feel like I'm kind of similar to you guys. I kind of
You guys?
as in
You
mean Mags and
yeah,
Gina?
yeah.
All right.
In terms of in terms of kind of leaving it. But sometimes it's not really intentional. You know what I'm saying? It's more so like I like there to be a spark. I like to have a good beginning. So let's just say I was writing, like back in the day, say I was writing a track or something. I like to have that good beginning to come to me, and once I've got the good beginning, then
it can flow.
then it flows. I don't like to force it in the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
Can't.
Yeah, but I guess it depends on the task. But what I'm realizing more and more now, especially when it comes to stuff that I guess is not music related, that is kind of good. Kind of just assigning time to it. You know what I'm saying? And just trying. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like you're kind of increasing the chances of that good beginning coming to you rather than just waiting for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
Morning, caller.
Morning, guys.
Who's speaking?
Yeah, so it's Vim calling.
Oh, man, like Vim Diesel, yeah?
Yeah.
How you doing? You right?
Yeah. 1 second. Hey, Naya. What's up, Naya? Hey, let me call you guys. Let me call you back, guys, in 5 minutes. My daughter's talking to you.
No worries.
1 second, Naya. Come.
I see what you did there, though.
Hmm?
I see what you did there.
Who?
Him.
Oh.
Me too.
Hmm?
Me too, bro.
You saw it?
That's alright. It's Friday, man.
It's alright, man. It's Friday here for real. Live and let live, man. Very
100%.
cerebral, though.
100%.
It's a good move. It's a good move. Go.
So yeah. Yeah, I guess, Brent, what would you do then? Because obviously you said what you said, obviously in contrast to
I
them
can't
guys.
afford to do that because I have so many different things that's happening that have its own deadlines, time dependencies. So I have to be really, really forensic with my planning, time-wise, my time management. It needs to be forensic because if I'm overwhelmed or overloaded, everything just pops down. And I innately just get vexed. If I can't control my surroundings, if I can't control the things that I've specifically told everybody, this is how I operate. Once you're coming into my sphere, this is what is needed if you want the sweetest of experiences. I hope I'm not bleeding into another conversation. Does it look like I'm bleeding into another conversation?
No,
All right,
it's all
cool.
related.
So I can't. In fact, I can operate in chaos. I can freestyle, but it would need to be something that has happened upon me as opposed to something that I didn't plan for properly. Do you understand? So, how Mark says he can jump on a stage and freestyle. If I was in the audience and I was asked to come up, 100% I could do that. But if it's a TEDx talk, I'm not freestyling that last minute.
Yeah.
I'm making sure, all right, the best way to deliver this is for me to have pointers to myself, right? But I need to know from here, then I go on to here, then I go on to here. Everything in between, the glue. No, use the glue. I love the glue. I love the glue. The glue's where the creativity lies anyway.
And I hear what you're saying, but because of the way I work, I wouldn't feel like I'm freestyling because if I've got my roadmap and my points, and I know, it's the confidence in my ability that I have, I wouldn't feel like I'm up there freestyling because I wouldn't, and it's not something that I would have not put no thought into the whole time going up. So I would feel prepared, if that makes sense. Because I work, that's how I work off the cuff, innit? You get what I'm trying to say? So I get what you're saying, though. Sorry, caller, go on. Is that Vim?
No, this is Charlotte.
Hi, Charlotte. Morning.
First time caller?
Yeah,
Lovely to have you.
How are you,
and
right?
you. I'm all right. I just wanted to add on to the conversation we're having about stress.
Okay.
So I used to be like similar to what the professor said about working under pressure, like leaving it to the last minute and then doing it again. And I realized that over time, it did actually affect me in terms of like the stress. Is I'm on the couple of days leading to the deadline, like maybe the night before, I felt like I've missed out because there were other things I would like to have researched on or And I did feel a massive amount of stress that I think was not healthy for me. And I think knowing that about myself now, I think I've made the decision to plan ahead. So I think it's the awareness of it, really.
Is that kind of task dependent? Or is it like you feel like that's just the best way to get the best out of you, regardless of what it is?
I don't think it is the best way to get out of me. I think, looking back, I think it was more of, I think it's more procrastination. Like I was just leaving it for last minute instead of giving my time to actually put in the work. But what I would say is, for me, I don't think I work well under stress. It's like if I'm getting late, and then someone says, "Hurry up," we're going to be late. Once you say I should hurry up, I just shut down, and I actually just go slower.
Is that? Sorry, go on.
No, go.
I was just gonna say, could you tell yourself to hurry up and have a different effect, or is it like kind of because somebody else says it to you? So let's just say that task wasn't dependent or didn't involve other people, right? Could you tell yourself hurry up and still be like, cool? If that makes sense.
No, I think, I do understand what you're saying. I think someone mentioned time blindness, and I think I do have some kind of variation of that. I do think I can't, or I don't understand the concept of time. And I think once I'm aware that, I'm late, I think my mind immediately shuts down. So I have to give myself like 2 hours or something to just get to somewhere.
Yeah, I get you.
Very strange, yeah.
So if you're, let's just say, I don't know. I guess, basically I've got 2 questions. If you were doing something that was big, and you felt like you couldn't do it yourself, are you the type of person that you feel like to get the best result, you would kind of ask help from other people to do certain tasks, or you just need more time to basically do it yourself?
Yeah, I think I would ask for more time. I think I don't think I work well with other people.
Okay.
I think too many voices, it may just quiet my own voice. So I think it's more time that I would probably ask for with it all.
The reason why I'm asking, because I don't know why, but immediately when you was talking, I started to think of basically like getting married, innit? So are you married by any chance?
No, but I am in a serious commitment.
All right, cool. So now let's just say your serious commitment goes 6 months later, a year later, you're about to get married. How do you handle getting married? Do you want people to be involved to take care of different tasks, or would you prefer to kind of be the person who's kind of at the top and understands every single thing that's going on?
Micromanage everything.
Yeah, exactly. Micromanage.
Ooh, that's actually a difficult question. I think, I've never been asked such a question, so I've never had a chance to actually think about it. I think I would like to micromanage things because I don't want it to be a case where on the day I become like a bridezilla, like I'm upset. I want to manage my expectations. But at the same time, I can imagine that it will create a lot of stress for me to want to know how everything is. And but that is a good question. I've never actually thought about it.
Yes, you got something to think about.
All right.
Thanks definitely.
Thanks for the call.
Thanks for the call.
Thank you. Bye.
That's like when I was doing the show and I got like the promoters to do it, and it was like I knew that we could be in the venue from whatever time, say like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and like, oh yeah, you don't need to turn up till 5. And then I'm there at 1, and they're like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "What do you think? Do you think there's no way in hell I'm just gonna rock up at 5 and things are not how I want or how I like?" And because I ain't got no one to be mad at but myself. You know what I'm trying to say? That even though you're doing this, I need to be here every step of the way. I need to help carry the equipment into the building. Like I need to. Like every step needs to be right because I'll go crazy if it's wrong, and I ain't got no one to go. Like I don't want to go. I won't have no one to blame apart from myself. You know what I'm trying to say? So you have to micromanage things. I like to delegate as well, though, at the same time. So it's weird, but it's like I'll delegate over your shoulder.
All right. Before we wrap up, yeah, Brent, say you've got 10 things to do. How do you prioritize what to do? Do you like physically write lists?
Yeah.
So how would you say this needs to be done first on 10th or whatever?
I guess with the 10 things, I'll jot it down, and what I can get done like very quickly, I'll do that first.
So it's not in terms of importance.
If there is time
Just bear with me.
dependency,
Can you hear me?
yeah.
Mm-hmm. We can hear you.
Before you put me on speaker, I beg you, if my door interrupts, I'm just gonna lock off the line, yeah. But she's with me right now.
All right, no worries.
All right, safe for that.
Like, I know.
All right, cool. Yeah, so I'm calling to basically tell a story about like a time where I experienced stress during like my school times.
Mhm.
So growing up, I was always good at art, and the only subject I was good at in secondary school was art. Every time I did art, I always aced it. So I never really had to work hard when it came to art. But maths, English, science, I wasn't that type of student. I got to college, went through college, got good grades. I did a BTEC and I got MMP. When I started to apply for universities, I got 5 offers. And from what I learned back in the day, it wasn't easy to get 5 offers from all universities you apply to. It's really difficult. But again, because I was an art student, it was really easy for me. But the mistake I made was I didn't prepare myself for university. And it got to a point where my first year, everybody said, oh yeah, all you had to do was just get 40%. You go through uni, you get to second year. And I was thinking, yeah, okay, cool. All I have to do is just get 40%. And bear in mind, I went to university to study 3D animation and games. So this was like a step above what I was used to. The art I did, I knew how to draw on paper, but I didn't use computers, and I didn't prepare myself for what university had in store for me. I didn't know. No one told me. So I was going to university with a big head thinking, yeah, I've got this in the bag. I'm just going to ace uni. And my first year, the maddest reality check happened to me. I submitted one of my courseworks. I had to do like a 20-second animation. And my lecturer looked at me and said, yeah, the work is fine. And I was like, whew, okay, thank God. I'm guessing she's telling me that this is a pass. So I'm just going to submit it in the standard that it's in and not care about it. And I submitted the work in. But long story cut short, this woman failed me. Yeah, and I'm thinking, what? You told me that it's fine. You know what? I'll call another time because my daughter, she wants me to give her attention right now. So I'll talk to you man another time.
All right, man.
Thanks for calling.
Sorry about this. It's cool, man.
I don't know if I'm working efficiently enough for anything that I do, you know. Honestly, I'm too hectic. And I like to hold council, and I like working as a group. You get me? So maybe like, because when you got people around you that are efficient and that can get you in order, like your calendars and like just shipping, then you can see how much better life is when you're working efficiently. It's dope, but that's just not me. That's why I like working in partners, because sometimes I like to people could bring where I fall short in it. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I know where my strengths lie and whatnot. So where I'm weak, it's like, all right, cool. Well, you bring that, and together, we're flying. Do you know what I'm saying?
Brent, Maggie wants you to complete your answer before we wrap up.
Was it with the 10 tasks?
Yes.
All right. So, if it's time dependent and it's easy, they're right to the top.
Okay.
So get that done quickly, and then I tick it off. I don't tick it off in my head. I tick it off like on my notes. Innit? I don't eat during that time. If I have 10 tasks, I don't eat. If by the 6th, I then get onto a task that I know I'm going to be sitting behind a computer for 2 hours, where part of the 2 hours may involve some form of creativity, then I would before I start that task, I will get something to eat.
Okay.
Yeah, because I know I have some time, and I need that energy to have my brain working for the creative juice to flow.
How do you see how do you see breaks? Necessary or rewards?
I've recently started, if I'm working in the night, I've recently started taking maybe 10 seconds to just step outside the studio and just look up. I think I've told a couple people this thing that happens to me when I do that. It just makes me feel small, like insignificant. I'm not sure if you've ever been in the ocean and you realize that you are really nothing, but yet, like, God knows your name, He knows your future, He knows your fears. And then in that moment, I just smile because anxiety is nothing, stress is nothing, fear is nothing in those moments. Because there is a plan for me. I just need to basically let go. And in those brief 10 seconds, I'm ready to basically spend the next 2 hours. Just, it doesn't matter what is in front of me. Doesn't matter what it is, because it's like I'm recharged, reset, or I'm overflowing, not just recharged, because that suggests it goes back to where it was, but it's an outpouring of everything I need for whatever is in front of me. But that's my recent I guess tool that I use. Before that, I would have needed to go, and then the break is a reward. It's a reward, and in that break, I have to do something that, I don't know, either go to the gym or let out the pent up energy somehow. Yeah. I mean, if it is, I had a companion, then it might be doing something filthy. But yeah, I can't.
All right.
Yeah, I can't.
Last question. Because obviously I know you're a busy guy, innit? How do you fit in watching as many shows as you watch?
I have
He
two
watches them on
monitors.
2 times as well.
Yeah.
So like an hour show, he gets it done in 30
Not
minutes.
two times.
1.5.
Yeah. If I can,
1.75.
if
Two,
I can,
I've been in here and seen him watching it
if
on
I
2
can
before.
run it at 1.75, that's if I can.
It's supposed to be an emotional scene, you know.
No, he's lying. But I have 2 monitors here, so the top one will play what I need as a song bed, and then the bottom one will be the editing and stuff in it. But if I need my ears, if I need the attention, I can't watch anything at the same time.
But so basically what you're saying is when you watch things, you tend to be doing something else too.
To answer your question about how much, if I'm able to watch, how am I able to watch so many things, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Now, there are times when on certain parts of the day, I would set aside to just binge,
Okay.
right? And during that time, I would start off eating. And whilst I'm eating, things are rendering, right? For example, if I'm using a program, an NLE, a non-linear editing program, where that's the thing I need for my next task, and it's rendering, I can't do anything else. And there's no other task I can look to prioritize during that time. I make sure that that's the case before I go and work out, or before I go and watch something, or before I go and eat. Do you understand? So my planning, my time planning, it's really, really meticulous. And if anything third party comes into that and disrupts that, like I said, I get agitated very, very quickly, especially when the third party thing, they know better. Or I have to say they know, but it's normally human beings. Do you understand? and sometimes it will be phone calls that last longer than they need to, right? So I start now, even with my father, I tell him how much time I have with him. So if he managed to catch me, he would say, "Have you got time?" Because he knows now, right?
Yeah.
Have you got time? I said, "I'll give you 5 minutes," or "I've only got 5 minutes," right? And he'll be like, "All right, cool. And then when it's getting down to the 5, and he's still at 2% of the story, I tell him, "Daddy, I told you I have 5 minutes."
Yeah.
Right? I need him to understand. This is not me I'm not rude. It's not me being rude. It's just the time I have to allocate to whatever it is, I have to allocate to do.
All right. Well, Ben, we have 2 seconds left of the topic of the day, so we go get out of here. All right.
All right, then let's get into more headlines.
I think I had what cleaned up, so boom. All right.
All right, people. So this next headline, I kind of spoke about this in People's Journal yesterday, but I just want to give you guys a bit more detail. And basically, for those who missed it, Labour is looking to pledge to renationalise the railways if elected in what the party will call the biggest overhaul to our railways in a generation. A Labour government would expect to transfer rail networks to public ownership within its first term by folding existing private passenger rail contracts into a new body as they expire. This is what the Shadow Transport Secretary Louise Hay said yesterday at our launch event. The plan would renationalise the network without the taxpayer paying a penny in compensation costs. This is what, again, she said. The government's own proposal for rail reform, published in a draft bill in February, include the creation of a new public sector body named GBR, Great British Railways, to hold responsibility for rail infrastructure and awarding contracts to operate trains. But Labour would create a unified, publicly owned, accountable and arm's length version of GBR, led by rail experts rather than Whitehall. This is, again, what she said. The party also plans to establish a watchdog to hold GBR to account. Next headline, and Lord David Cameron has denied suggesting Brexit is to blame for an asylum returns deal with France being off the table. It comes after the Foreign Secretary said in this interview for ITV News that a cross-channel returns agreement was not possible because of the situation that we're in, because of others and all the rest of it. The remarks were widely seen as an admission that he believes the UK's departure from the EU is the reason why a deal cannot be struck with France. Lord Cameron denied this, suggesting that he was referring to the Dublin regulation, which is a policy which allowed member states to send asylum seekers to other EU countries, being replaced by a different system. He also said that no, it's not that. The situation we're in is that the Dublin Convention no longer exists, whether you're in the EU or out of the EU. The problem is it's not possible to have that returns deal with France. That's why we've looked at innovative solutions. And the last headline, I'm not too sure if you guys heard about this. Trigger warning, guys. Trigger warning. Harvey Weinstein, he had a 2020 rape conviction, and that got overturned in New York. So, yeah, basically, it got overturned on the basis that he did not receive a fair trial. The New York Court of Appeal said that prosecutors in a pivotal Me Too case called witnesses whose accusations were not part of the charges against him. The court said that meant he was unfairly tried for past behavior and ordered a new trial. Weinstein, who's 72, remains in prison. As you guys know, he was separately convicted of rape in LA. The Silence Breakers, which is a victims group, called the reversal disheartening and profoundly unjust, while lawyers for victims said that the decision to retry was a leap backwards and tragic. His lawyer, Arthur Adela, hailed the reversal as a win for the legal system. And that's it for the headlines. It's time to pay them bills.
What segment are we doing? People's Journal.
All right,
Let me
people.
just read out the results of the poll. My AI does well, and he, she, or they are very diligent. What is your approach to deadlines and work? 60% say procrastinate but get it done. 21% say pressure gets the best out of me. 9% say constantly in anxiety or stress space. And 8% say meticulously plan ahead.
Cool.
Nice little turnout there.
Yes. Welcome to the People's Journal. I'll give you the news from an economics point of view. There literally isn't much to talk about today, you know. There's only two things. The first thing is kind of like an extension of what I mentioned before about Labour looking to renationalise most passenger rail services in England. Like I said yesterday, they're looking to do this within 5 years, right, if it's elected. Again, this is the first term, if they are elected, which I'm pretty sure they will be. But yeah, long story short, people are asking, so what would that mean for tickets? Now, again, the same person I mentioned before in the headline, the Shadow Transport Secretary, Louise Hay, she said that she can't say for sure that Labour will lower fares, but what they are looking to do is simplify them. I don't even know what that means. Simplify fares? Who cares, really? But anyway, she said that we'll make them more accessible, more transparent, and more trustworthy for the passengers. Personally, I just care that what I'm paying in it, rather than telling me what this fee is for. What does that mean for anybody? If somebody tells you now what, how much you pay for petrol or diesel, like this is how much goes to tax, this how much goes to this. Like, what does it matter if it's not cheaper? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, she said that also that Labour would look to deliver a best fare guarantee so that people could be sure that they're always paying the lowest fare for their journey. One of the good things they did say is that if there is delays, you don't have to do all that applying for stuff to get your money back. It'll be automatic. So that's definitely a good thing anyway. So I'm definitely giving them credit for that if they can pull it off. But yeah, long story short, they're saying it's not going to cost us anything in terms of the taxpayer. Labour says that it plans would actually save the taxpayer £2.2 billion a year. But obviously, the same lady, Miss Louise Hay, said that there's no guarantee that all this money would be reinvested in the railways anyway. So long term, long term, I'm not too sure how this is really going to be much different to the private businesses that kind of own it now. But hopefully, if it is, then it's a beautiful thing. Next thing I wanted to mention is about TikTok. So over the last couple of months, even probably longer than that, we spoke about how the Americans told TikTok they basically need to pack their bags in it. They need to divest, or basically they're going to be banned from America. And there was an article that came out yesterday, I believe, on a technology industry website called The Information, and they pretty much said that TikTok was that they were exploring the potential sale of TikTok's operation in the US without obviously the algorithms that kind of power it. But obviously TikTok have seen this and they've now responded and said, listen, we're not selling, we're staying put. Foreign media reports of ByteDance, that's the company, the parent company, selling TikTok are not true. These are their words. But yeah, obviously the sale or the ban that I just mentioned was actually signed into law by Joe Biden on Wednesday. So I don't know what's really going to happen. Obviously, I guess they're trying to find a way to kind of navigate this. But yeah, I'm not too sure what's going to be happening. But the founder, who owns like 20% of the shares, still has a controlling stake in the company. 60% is owned by institutional investors. Some of them obviously are some major US investment firms, and 20% is owned by the employees. But the Chinese government, considering all of this, has also dismissed some of the concerns about the US being paranoid about how they could use the data and all that type of stuff to kind of infiltrate and all this sort of stuff, like in terms of like security and whatnot. But yeah, ByteDance is saying, look, we're not bound to the Chinese government, so there's no need for any of this. This is more so like a power play to kind of get at China. But yeah, there isn't much more to report basically. But that's pretty much it for the People's Journal.
All right, then let's get into our last headlines.
Is this what you do?
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it looks like you're on your own today, sis.
Hi, I'm 22 and currently dating a guy. He's really nice and sweet. We've been dating for 2 months now and it's been good so far. My only issue is that I have a type, which is a proper Yoruba man, full beard, taller than me, at least 5'10", big-bodied, heavy on the big-bodied. I like my niggas to make me feel smaller than I am and have a similar style to me. The guy that I'm dating isn't actually that. He's basically my height. Yoruba, but not properly Yoruba. His beard is coming through, but not there, and we definitely don't have the same style. I do like him, but Omo, if I see my type, my head will turn. He's a great guy and all. We get along, but guys, I know what I like, and that's not fully it. My question is, am I being silly because he treats me very well and is a very attentive person? Or what I'm saying makes sense and I just like what I like? Side note, I have dated my type in the past, but majority of them did not end well.
Ah.
Yeah, at least you're honest. You're young, innit? You're young, so I'm not gonna tell you not to have a type because I feel like at 22, you're. Why are you laughing?
I thought he was spotting you.
No, I'm not spotting you. Sorry, don't touch me. Not yet. I think there's wrong information being spread. So just to clear it up, what cafe did you go to? A Caribbean cafe with a roast.
In Latin.
What's it called?
Cafe Caribbean?
Oh, okay. Then it's accurate.
What would I say?
I thought it was something else. I didn't know you would find yourself in Loughton.
What?
That one's down the road, don't know.
Yeah, it is.
I've been trying to go there actually.
I got
But it's down the road to you, kind of, but not to him in his original.
if I can get there in like 30 minutes, no traffic.
Yeah. And it's so interesting you driving from your location to go there as opposed to from here to there. It's just interesting.
So you thought that was worth cutting my sis? What would
It's
you
only
do?
because I thought it was wrong information.
Right, what's the information? What were we saying?
Someone asked in the chat.
They say I'm spicy.
Yes, you are spicy, but
No, I'm not.
you're not spicy.
No, because you
I like it.
you were like, oh, he's spotting you. Don't touch me.
No,
That was your response. So I'm just giving back. I'm matching your energy, basically. Anyway, as we were saying, my dear sister, hello. You're 22. You're young. You like what you like. There's nothing wrong with liking what you like, but as you said, the people that you have liked in the past who are your type have not ended well. As your big sister talking, I think when you get older, you realise that your type don't mean shit, to be honest with you. And there's a lot more to life than having a type, especially if you meet someone who on paper isn't necessarily your type, but ticks all the boxes in all the other areas. So my advice to you as a big sister would be to overlook the type stuff if he's genuinely a good guy. And you like him. I think it's early. It's 2 months in it. So you saying that if you see your type, your head will turn. I feel like it's because it's still kind of early days. You're not that emotionally invested. But I do believe that you could get to a place of being emotionally invested where your head won't turn. But yeah, I don't know. That's just me being mature and giving a mature response. But at 22, I'll be like, sis, go for your type.
She's got to live her life, innit?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
She's got to fuck around and find out, I suppose.
Literally.
But I mean,
That's what I was
doing this
thinking.
aesthetics and stuff like that and them superficial things, they won't last.
That's
you know
what
I'm
I'm.
trying to say?
What I'm saying.
Like, I don't know what he's going through, but
And he's
he could-
22. Like,
He could lose weight and not be as big as you want. His beard
No.
might start getting patchy. All these things that you want are not
yeah,
necessarily.
like you're saying he's not okay. You like
always
big
sustainable.
bodied. You can go to the gym and get bigger. He's
Like,
22. He's big. Could
the
come
guy that
through,
looks
like,
after you and that's attentive, that sounds like that's his style. He's always going to take care of you and he's always going to be attentive. And those are the things that actually matter when you're looking for a partner. Obviously, some people are lucky enough to have
All of it.
everything that they wanted, like type, physical, emotional, personality traits, all these kind of things. But the world don't always work like that. But Esther's right, though. You're young. You get me? And I think you got time to fuck around and find out.
Who's
for a bit.
Esther, please?
Don't
Sorry,
worry. Don't
Gina.
worry. Keep that
My
right
bad.
there.
My bad. Sorry.
Where's the mice, bud? So,
Yeah, it was. But it's because I love both of them equally. That's why.
You shouldn't. But big body. I don't know if that big body is like gym body.
I don't know what it means, boy.
Brent's taking his mind in the gutter.
No.
So what do you mean? Think big body means?
No, because she said big body.
Like
to
a
heavy on a big
hunter-gatherer.
body. I like him. I like my men to make me feel smaller than I am.
Yeah.
So it has to be.
It has to be physical stature, big body.
But that's
Not
what he's
gym
talking about.
body. I think it's like
Oh,
hunter-gatherer.
like big, like tall,
Like a big engine.
You know
or
how
like
we
burly.
say, I don't know. What's
So-
burly?
Like say, don't need a gym body. He could be like dad bod.
that body has like it's like a range.
So okay, so it doesn't mean gym.
I
But-
don't think it means gym. It might mean gym. I don't think it means gym.
Okay, but because when you're saying like she wants them big bodied and tall and stuff like that, I don't necessarily not out of shape, but I don't know. I picture she's talking about someone that's got it together, isn't it? Or then again, she wants the big bed, so maybe he could just be like
Like
one
a
of
Rick
them
Ross,
big body like Rick Ross.
maybe. I don't know. He's got a beard.
At 22,
It
that's your style.
I don't know what her like. She's not being clear. I think someone said big arms but big belly. I hear it. That's actually what I think. Though you're right. They've got size. There's no definition. They're just
Okay.
there's a couple guys that go to my gym that you should be doing cardio, but you're not. Every day you're doing chest press, bench press, but your belly's hanging over your. But you've got arms. Do you get what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you've got the frame and the structure, but
Yeah, but yeah, so gotta do like that though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
There's a market for that.
yeah.
Why are you laughing?
So, at any point in time, are we ever going to tell a 22-year-old that this type of stuff needs to change? As in, this
Nope.
bed. No.
Because I feel like she has to experience it.
No, but what you're essentially saying is let her find out for herself.
Yeah, she has to.
Yeah, but we've said it though.
No, I hear that. But is there a time where we don't do that?
What, we don't let her find out for herself and we tell her from the jump.
Because find out for herself, because she said that I have dated my type in the past, but
Yeah.
majority of them didn't end well, right?
Yeah.
So you're thinking you've already had experiences with this particular type.
Yeah.
Now, in my head, start removing the fact she's 22 then, because she already has the experience. You said that she will find out. What? When?
Because her brain's still developing. Like I feel like she still wants, respectfully, like stuff that don't matter.
But
You know
this
what I'm
is what
saying?
this is the question I'm asking. At what point do we?
When she's older.
No, but okay.
And I think it also depends on the things. So let's just say she said that this guy was everything she wanted, but he didn't have a job. Then you can kind of be like, okay, cool. You can work on that because that's within his control. But when it's something that he doesn't appeal to you, like really in an ideal world, so it's like, why are you wasting everyone's time?
No, but the thing is, though, the reason why I don't think he doesn't, like, if she wasn't attracted to him to a
Yeah.
degree, because remember, she's not said that she's not attracted to him, he's just
Yeah.
not her type. You can be
Yeah.
attracted to people that aren't your type. So clearly there's an attraction there, which is why she's been dating him. Yeah, so it's not that she's not attracted to him.
Yeah, she's attracted
It's
to
been
him,
2
but not
months and it's
enough.
going well, but what she's saying is because she knows what she likes. She's in
I
bondage
think
with what she
I-
likes. Her head can turn, is what she's saying.
Yeah, which I hear. So it's either you let your head turn.
So you're a perfect person to answer this question that I'm trying to ask, but I'm not articulating myself properly. You just said that she's in bondage, right? Now, God forbid, but let's just say she gets rid of this guy and she continues going after her type, and her type continues to treat her in the manner in which it is she alludes to at the end of this particular thing.
Yeah.
The type will always be her type.
Yeah.
How do you recondition her?
You can't. She has to recondition herself. This is
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
Because
what advice do we
we
give
can
to her?
tell her, but we've said it though. Like I said, my mature response as a big sister is to forget all that and focus on the fact that this guy treats you well, blah, 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 blah. I said it.
No, I know. I
Yeah.
want to just focus on that because Emmanuel is now saying, no. Let her continue. Go for your type. Dump this guy and go for your type because she's young, right? Now you've lived through a lot
Yeah.
and you've had a type, but not physically. It's a type that, yeah, cool. And now you're in a position where you're like, all right, I'm giving you advice based on me being or living these seasons for a while now, right? And I'm now looking to. I don't know if you're looking to change. I don't know if it's...
I mean, it's growth. She's got her type, but she don't want it.
Who? The girl.
How do you know? She's growing. It's growth.
Anyway.
She's got her type right here, but she don't. You know what I'm
Listen,
saying?
I'm not doing this with you.
What? No, I'm saying you're a good example for the girl.
Yes, she knows, but I really don't believe
He
that...
doesn't think.
No, I really don't believe that this will ever happen. Like I really don't.
Who means you
Oh,
know?
yeah, we know it's never
I
gonna
think
happen.
she is tired.
Who's tired?
No, you're done.
Yeah, you're sick and tired. Of
Yeah,
being
yeah,
sick
with
and tired.
Marks?
Not
Not
me,
Marks,
just like
not Mags.
Oh,
Not
just-
Mags.
my
Yeah.
Just
my
in general.
yeah.
Yeah,
You're sick and tired of your type, basically.
I'm done out.
Yeah.
But would your head turn?
It probably
Yeah,
will
it-
because
it-
they're my type, innit?
Aye.
Of course.
Sit down.
So if that's the case, then Brent,
My thing is,
What about
yeah.
this
Okay,
girl who's
look.
22?
My thing is, yeah. Sorry. My thing is, yeah. I'm like, how do I do this without? My thing is, look, your type will always be your type, and you are always going to be attracted to. You're attracted to what you're attracted to, and it's natural, it's innate, it's in you. So. We can't tell her to stop liking her type because she's not going to stop liking her type unless one day she genuinely wakes up and is no longer attracted to that style of person.
But sorry to cut you. She just said physical traits. Why can't her type be a good person? Like, why can't she meet her type? Even though they
though,
previously hurt her in the past,
Yeah.
she can meet her type that's a good man.
100%.
Yeah, 100%.
So,
But it's more so because this guy's not her type.
and again, obviously she's done something wrong in the past because they keep hurting her, but she hasn't mentioned any personality traits or nothing. It's just all physical. She can find good men in what she likes.
Yeah.
So there are times when we have discussions where Esther would scream, no, you can find that particular guy, right? And it would be where the girl is a bit older. Maybe she's 35. And y'all would be like, your eggs are dying. Right? So now I hear y'all saying that. Would you say the same thing when she's 35? If she's 35, would you say the same thing? You can still find your type. You see?
But
You're
Brent,
giggling.
Brent, let's tell the truth though.
You see? And I'm asking, why are you waiting until 35 to tell the truth?
Because what typically happens is she has to get to a point where she sees the clock ticking. Because
We just spoke about deadlines and procrastination.
that's what happens sometimes, Brent. 22 to
So,
record.
jeopardy. You're saying jeopardy has to be introduced.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And slap her in the face.
So, yes, to some degree. Hopefully it happens sooner than
I
later.
would love for jeopardy not to be introduced
Yeah.
True indeed.
for people
Yeah.
to be changing their minds about this.
That's true.
Do you understand? Because she's with the guy right now.
Yeah.
Do you imagine she can get with a guy who is her type, right? And it could be perfect, right? And he could lose his bed for some reason. Does she then?
It's true.
He can lose his body. He can trim up and looks. What does she then do?
No, I'm letting you land. I'm with you.
I think it's so fickle. We need to choose every single day to work on reconfiguring our mind, because that's essentially what it is. It's been conditioning. It's conditioning. I don't know if it's social media has her in a tizzy. I don't know. I don't know. But this guy's a good guy.
Yeah.
But from her own words, self-confessed.
It can't be his beard that has her looking elsewhere. Come on.
But remember, she's young. You get what I'm trying to say? So her hormones and thing are raging. She could... No, it's facts. And when she talk about her head turn, maybe like it could lead to infidelity, all these things that she don't want to do, innit? Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Imagine this leading to infidelity. A guy's bed. Your mind needs to change.
Yeah.
Your mind needs to change.
Bed's got certain gal in the chokehold.
What?
It wasn't just that, though, Brent, man.
What else was it?
It's a big body.
And the thing is, she would want him to love her when she goes through physical changes. And the thing is, he sounds like the type of guy who would.
For real.
Do you
For
understand?
real.
And he would need to reconfigure his mind. He's choosing. Hey, me stop shouting, yeah. This is pissing
And
me
she
off.
said he's not a proper Yoruba man. She wants a
You're
proper
not
Yoruba
serious
man,
guy,
like
man.
Iman, like he's not a proper Yoruba man. So that's also culturally there's something there that she
No,
needs.
but you know what the crazy thing is? We can't even say what that means. We don't know what that means because that could mean so many different things. It can mean he's not a proper Yoruba man because he don't spend or splash money. Because some Yoruba men are known to do that. Do you understand what I mean? So he might not have that, or he might not have the level of confidence. You know how some of them, not all, again, it comes the whole Yoruba demon thing. It comes with a certain level of like energy. Big dick energy. He might not have that. Doesn't mean. Do you get what I'm trying to
He's a
say?
good guy.
Yeah.
So essentially,
wants to live on the edge
we don't
of
know
it.
what that means.
But
Enoch thinks I can't grow beards. I cut. I choose. I choose this. I ain't got no problem with green hair. I got no problem with green hair at all. In fact, I keep it off because Gina said that she likes guys with beards.
God, serious guy, man.
Leave my name out of it, bro. I'm not involved.
I deliberately keep it off. I could go.
You what?
I could do.
You can grow a beard.
You've seen me with the
I
beard.
know you can. Why are you smiling at me?
Good.
Facial screen, man.
All right, so Whipper on the room. What are you saying, Gina?
Get over your type, man. So there's more to life than a beard and a big-bodied man and big dick energy. I hear it though, but yeah, I think after a while those things will fade because what you really want, like, those are not important things in a relationship, and they're all aesthetics and they all can change. They're very fleeting. That's not what's important. So I think based on that alone, get over it.
I feel like if this was like my sister, blood sister, I'd be like, behave yourself, man, think correctly. But at the same time, I'm trying to treat her that way. But when she's telling me my head would turn, my sister wouldn't say that to me. So I feel like the honesty there needs to be at least rewarded with an honest answer from me, which is basically, I feel like you need to experience the things out there. So that particular thing, like we said earlier about him being big-bodied, taller than you, full beard, try and find that in a good guy. Because there's plenty of them out there. You know what I'm saying? Rather than wasting this guy's time. But
When you say there's plenty out there, I don't know what she looks like.
Yeah.
true.
I don't know
we're
what she looks like.
we're assuming
So-
that she's of a certain caliber, though, isn't it?
I'm not assuming that at all.
I guess I am, because you're asking for a lot. Well, not a lot, but you get what I'm saying? Am I dropping that?
You see?
Wait, you're saying she's asking for a lot because she wants a bearded, big,
Not a lot, but you know what I mean?
decent body.
Because that doesn't sound like a lot at all. There are a lot of
Okay,
fellas that
that's true.
look like that person.
I don't think it's a lot. You want
Okay,
a guy
cool.
that has a beard.
Okay.
You want
A lot
him-
of fellas that have, like, the physique isn't proper.
Yeah.
As in gym physique. And has a beard. Yeah. Dudes are out there en masse with beards just because they think it's a
That's
cheat
true.
code.
That's true. That's true.
So 100% there are plenty of this. She's been through a few.
But how many has she been through, though? She's 22, Brent.
Eh.
You get
Like,
like
he asking she for back.
in terms of like, because if she's saying it didn't end well, she's not talking about fling. She's talking about spent certain amount of time with this guy, maybe a few months dating, this, that, and the third. How much could you have done at the age of 22?
No,
We
but
don't
this
know
is
that.
also the
We're
thing,
projecting.
though.
We don't know that.
Yeah, okay, that's true. That's true.
We don't know that.
That's true.
I hear where Brent's coming from.
I hear it.
I think experience is the best teacher, and sometimes you need to get boxed in the face to see the hand in front of you. So go and live with your truth, wherever it is at the moment. If that's what you want, but you shouldn't waste this guy's time though. If that's how you feel, even if it is over trivial things, you shouldn't waste this guy's time. So maybe just tell him and go back out in the world and keep getting hurt again, because it's going to build character anyway. So you got to do what makes you happy. But you also got to go where the love is. I don't know if it makes sense just throwing away a good man because he doesn't have a beard. She didn't even say, did he say his beard's like patchy?
Yeah.
No, she said it hasn't fully come through
It
yet.
ain't come through yet. Buy him beard oil. You know what I'm trying to say? Massage his beard, buy the little pin thing, the roller thing. Help him. You know what I'm trying to say? Teamwork makes the dream work. Why didn't you ever think of that?
Maggie asks a good question. Would you want a partner that doesn't find you attractive? So she's implying that she doesn't find him attractive.
Would
It's
I wa-
more so as attractive.
Exactly.
Because you can be with a partner and there will always be someone sweeter. Right? Does that mean that, hey, I need to throw away everything I have with this person because that fleeting thing that may not be a great fit. And I would only find out if it is I leave this one to get with this one. I don't understand his mindset.
When it's like your partner could always find someone more attractive than you.
Always.
But and even if they vocalize it, you might not like it. But you just need to be honest with yourself and admitting it. But that's not why they're your partner. You know what I'm trying to say? They obviously they're attracted to you to a certain level, which is fine. You also bring other things to the table, which are of more substance, which they care about more than just the superficial things like looks and stuff like that. So it's like, because especially if you've got a good-looking partner and stuff like that, her finding someone else more attractive than you doesn't mean anything. Because if they wanted to go and be with that person, they could be. They're with you for a reason. You know what I'm trying to say? That there's things that you do, things that you bring to the table, your connection that you have, your partnership that's more important than just them trivial things. So it's not important. It's not important that having like you being the most attractive person to your partner, if that makes sense. But the I don't know, like the character traits and the personality traits and the things that are tangible that she deems important, that needs to be more important than just the looks, innit? You know what I'm trying to say? That if you're her best friend and support system and all these kind of things, that's more important than looks. You get what I'm trying to say? If she could go to another guy and get those things, that's where the problem would lie. Not just if she could find another man more attractive. Because again, there's always going to be someone more attractive if your eyes are open and you're looking. You could like, so yeah, that don't really matter. Them things, that's what the point. Like, you're making the looks and that. It's all trivial stuff, man. It's not really important.
So she's not serving the brother well. Are you guys gonna stand up for the brother? She has to leave just off of that principle that she's not loving him the way he needs to be loved.
Yeah, she ain't doing right by him, innit?
No, she's not, is she?
And he sounds like he's a good man. He's
good
trying
man.
his best, innit?
Mm.
Yeah, so you know what it is? Leave him alone, man, and then go find a good woman that deserves him.
Yep.
You don't like good things. You like big beds.
Beds and big bellies.
That's it.
Agreed.
Yeah, don't wait till you, like they said, don't go higher and find a big bearded man and cheat on him. Don't do that. Just tell him, just lock it off.
Ah, okay, cool.
Yeah, because her head's gonna turn. Don't know what her head turning looks like. She might not be. That might not mean I jump from one situation to another situation. That might mean she goes out and loses herself for a night and gets stretched out and thing. And that's not what we want. That's not what we want.
No, we don't, because she's part of the community. Emmanuel, there used to be a time where I would just be like, let her continue doing what she wants to do until it is a time she realizes she shouldn't be doing it. I mean, 100%. I used to live in that particular space. You'll find out. But I don't know if it is that's the thing I would tell my daughter or my niece or my cousin. I don't know if that is at all. So I feel like I'm being disingenuous if I look to do that same thing. I'm being wickedly... I'm giving wicked advice just for the sake of this woman getting lashed up.
See, I must be cold-blooded because Gad is Gad. I've given them this. I tell if they don't, who don't hear will feel.
But I don't think it's just women. You would just do just anybody. If it's
I'm saying it could be for my family. That if you go and find out, then you need to know for yourself. You ain't gonna listen to me. Go find out, man.
Yeah.
Go
I
find
hear
out.
that. I heard that. You said you would do it to your own. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Family.
Go find out, man. Because what are we gonna do here? I can't. All I could do is tell you. You don't want to listen. You don't want to take heed. It's like, you know what? Go and find out, man. Because you know what? At the end of the day, especially because you're my family, so whatever you go out there and go and do, don't change that. And I told you, our relationship ain't based on whatever you do in your spare time and all that. So it's not gonna make me look at you any less, or it's not gonna diminish our relationship.
Yeah.
You're just gonna have the scars of war. If that's what you want, go get scarred up.
Yeah, I remember when you told Gina, why are you worrying about what I'm doing in my spare time?
Why would you bring up that
Just
for?
to remind her.
He was making such progress.
You're a hater, man.
Wait, what'd you say?
He's a hater, man.
That triggered me when you said it again. I'm thinking, oh, you actually went for a bar. Oh my goodness. And like you just said, sorry, Gina, go on.
No, I was gonna say that, but you see stuff like that, yeah. That shows me that I couldn't deal with somebody like you, 100%. You would rattle me all the time.
But you'd be the sweetest when like he's in your presence. You understand? He would give you 120%.
That's nice, but you see that side, It's long.
Alright, man. Go to church, man.
Huh? What you say?
So just go to church. I can tell you because I can only love God's strongest soldiers.
I love. You know what? I love that for you.
I like that.
No, I'm telling you.
Oh my goodness, Mags.
All right then, man. I hope you took something from that. Anyway, yeah. If you want as well, give us an update when you made your decision. Let us know what happened in it.
When you've obviously, your head's changed, moved, and then you've gone and then found out, crap. But to be honest, he might even sound like the type of guy who might be like, all right, cool, come back.
Yeah, baby, come back.
Nah, you better fix up, man.
No?
What?
No?
What?
Come on, man.
There's no come on, man. What are you talking about? So she go and mess
So
up.
so you're saying she can make mistakes, but he can't make mistakes? Wow.
I never said all that.
All right then.
But you know what I mean? We just need to be, Anyway.
And that's the type of guy you call a simp if it is that he allows her back into his life?
I wouldn't call him a simp, but he just needs
she's
to
realized the error
correctly.
of her ways.
Yeah, then go and correct it with somebody else, innit?
All right. So you think that's the type of vibe he's on?
I hope.
Because it doesn't
I'm
sound like
hoping
it,
so.
because his beard's not growing out.
I'm hoping so. I'm hoping so, man.
Yeah, what? He's young too. Not even giving his bare time to grow, man.
So I'm saying 22.
It's crazy. Well, anyway, I think that was good advice. Let's get into our headlines.
The projected.
Yeah, he's a can't project, man. We didn't-
All right. So our next headlines.
Oh, is that the maths? I see it, but
I've seen what they've said.
she wants a big body. She said she wants a big body guy to to feel
Make her feel small.
smaller than.
Okay. All right. So our next headline, right? An important trial of the world's first personalised mRNA vaccine against the deadliest form of skin cancer, melanoma, is now underway in the UK, man. So there's this guy called Steve Young, he's 52 from Stevenage, and he basically had a melanoma growth that was cut out of his scalp last August, right? And he's one of the first patients in the country to try out this particular shot. And it's designed to help his immune system recognize and wipe out any remaining cancerous cells. And hopefully that means that obviously his cancer will not return. So this particular jab uses the same technology as the current COVID vaccines. And it's being tested in the final stage, phase 3 trials, right? University College London hospitals, doctors are giving it alongside another drug that also helps the immune system to kill these cancer cells as well. Experts in some other countries, including Australia, are also trying it out on their patients to gather more evidence to see whether it could be rolled out more widely. This particular vaccine, by the way, guys, is personalised, meaning the makeup of it is changed to suit the individual patient. So it's created to match the unique genetic structure or signature of the patient's own tumour and works by instructing the body to make proteins or antibodies that attack markers or antigens found only on those particular cancer cells. Hopefully, man, there's some progress in this, man. Next headline, trigger warning on this one, and over 100 inmates break free from a Nigerian prison, man, after some heavy rains. Authorities report that initially 118 inmates escaped from the Suleja prison, with 10 individuals subsequently recaptured. A large-scale manhunt is underway to locate the remaining escapees. Details regarding the identities of the escaped prisoners remain unclear, raising concerns about potential risks to public safety. However, a statement from the prison authorities assures collaboration with other security agencies to address the situation and urges citizens to continue their daily routines without undue alarm. Abuja's prison authority said that in conjunction with sister security agencies, we have so far recaptured 10 fleeing inmates and taken them into custody while we are in hot chase to recapture the rest. The incident underscores broader challenges, faced by Nigeria's prison system, particularly the deteriorating conditions of many of the facilities. Built during the colonial era, this particular prison, like the one in Suleja, has aged and become vulnerable to damage, exacerbating security risks. And our last headline, another trigger warning in this one as well, guys. And an asylum seeker inspired by revenge for this Israel-Hamas conflict is found guilty of murder after stabbing a random pensioner in the street, man. So a man by the name of Ahmed Ali Alid, who's 45, stabbed Terence Carney, who's 70, 6 times in the town centre early in October 15th, 8 days after the Hamas launched its attack on Israel. Minutes before the fatal attack, Alid, who was staying at a nearby asylum seekers accommodation, broke into the bedroom of his housemate and attacked him with a knife while he slept. And on Thursday, Alid was found guilty of murder and attempted murder, as well as 2 other offences after attacking 2 police officers while he was in custody. Alid shouted, he shouted out, Allahu Akbar, God is great, during the initial attack at the Home Office approved asylum seekers accommodation. And Javed Nouri, who's 32, he was a Christian convert and a former bodybuilder. He was one of the people that suffered stab wounds but survived the attack. Alid, who strongly disapproved of Mr. Nouri's conversion to Christianity, said that God was displeased with those who went astray. Following the knife attack, he went out into the street and still armed with that knife. Doorbell camera footage showed Mr. Carney, who was out in the town centre, crying out, "No, no, no," as he was getting stabbed by the stranger in his chest and neck. Mr. Carney was a passerby at the time of the accident, having recently used a nearby ATM machine. First aid was immediately administered by officers, but Mr. Carney died, unfortunately, at a scene on Tees Street. Sad news, man. And that's it for the headlines. It's time to pay them bills.
Was it reaction time?
Yeah.
Are you in the space?
What?
The drive?
Oh, no.
All right, then. Welcome to the reaction, people, where I'll read out some sports headlines for you. I'll run through these quick. It is Friday, right?
Yep.
Yep, let me run fast. Our first headline is about Manchester City, sorry. So, Phil Foden scored twice as Man City closed the gap on the Premier League leaders Arsenal to 1 point with a flawless 4-0 victory at Brighton. Arsenal had moved 4 clear of City with a midweek win over Chelsea, while Liverpool slipped up at Merseyside rivals Everton, and Pep Guardiola's side responded with a fine performance on the South Coast to keep their title fate in their own hands. City had the win wrapped up by half-time after Kevin De Bruyne planted a superb diving header high into the net before Foden struck twice with a deflected free kick and a ruthless finish into the bottom left corner from a Brighton mistake. Julian Alvarez capped the perfect evening for Pep Guardiola's side with the 4th in the second half, sweeping in from close range following good work from Kyle Walker. Yeah, we knew they would get that done. In Liverpool news, Arne Slot has said he hopes to take over from Jurgen Klopp as Liverpool manager at the end of the season. Liverpool opened talks with Feyenoord on Wednesday about Slot's potential appointment. The Dutchman confirmed his interest in the job to ESPN before Feyenoord's 3-1 league victory on Thursday against Go Ahead Eagles. "It seems clear to me that I would like to work there," Slot said. "All I can say about it is that the clubs are in negotiations. I'm in the waiting room." He added that he was confident Liverpool and Feyenoord would be able to reach an agreement. Slot, 45, led Feyenoord to the 22-23 Eredivisie title and this season's Dutch Cup. And he has previously been linked with Tottenham Hotspur and Leeds United. Liverpool will have to negotiate a fee with Feyenoord if Slot is appointed, as he does not have a release clause for the summer. There's one in his contract, but it cannot be activated until next year. Oh, okay, that's cool. And in Premier League news, the Premier League toast a $40 million deal with a new beer partner, Guinness. So English football's top flight is toasting a $40 million sponsorship deal with Guinness after the De Gea-owned brand saw off competition from Heineken. Sky News has learned that the Premier League has informed its 20 clubs, which include Everton, Man City and Sheffield United, that it is backing a $10 million a year agreement beginning next season. The deal, which has not yet been formally signed, represents a big financial uplift on the Premier League's existing partnership with Budweiser's owners AB InBev. And my last headline is Crawford to face light-middleweight champion Madrimov. Well, it's been confirmed now. We spoke about this only yesterday, innit? E-Man brought this up. So yeah, Terence Crawford will face WBA light-middleweight world champion Israel-Madrimov on the 3rd of August in Los Angeles. So Crawford won all his 40 pro fights and will be targeting a world title in a 4th weight division. The former world heavyweight champion Andy Ruiz will face Jarrell Miller on the undercard at the BMO Stadium. And the card will be presented by Saudi Arabia's Turki Alashki, the chairman of the Gulf Kingdom's General Entertainment Authority. It will form part of the Saudi's cultural and entertainment festival Riyadh season. Crawford is a former lightweight world champion and has also been undisputed champion at light welterweight and welterweight. Madrimov, 29, will make his first defense of the belt he won in March. The Uzbekistan fighter has won 10 bouts and drawn 1. And that is the end of our sports news. Oh, basketball. I think I told you, man. I think the Lakers are getting swept, man. They're 3-0 down. They got cooked up last night. You know, look at this thing. I want to watch these games, yeah, but I can't watch them in full and you honestly see me in the morning. It's just not going to happen. The time difference is crazy. But, yeah, Nuggets gone 3-0 in the front. They just need one more game for the sweep. Last night, Jokic got 24 points, 15 rebounds, and 9 assists, and nearly a triple-double. He was just going to cook them up. I told you he was going to cook them up. I heard Embiid was cooking. So, game 3, they've brought it back to 2-1. The Knicks. Did the 76ers have home court? I can't remember if they did or not. I don't think they did, actually, anyway. But the 76ers won last night, so it's 2-1 to the Knicks. Joel Embiid put up 50 points. It's a career high. I don't know if that's all-time or just playoff career high. I'm sure he's got 50 points before. I don't know. I can't think. But Embiid was cooking last night, and they done their thing. So they made that one 2-1. And the Orlando Magics won their first home game as well. I think they've made that series 2-1 as well. So it's still interesting. There's still lots going on. I can't remember who's playing tonight. I know my Mavs are. I can't remember who else, but yeah, I'll let you know how the weekend's basketball went on the Monday. I would have potentially watched some of them games, so I can talk about it a bit more in depth. But yeah, that's the NBA roundup, and that is the end of the sports. Let's get into done it here.
What games do we have on the weekend?
What games do we have?
Yeah. Premier League.
Sorry. Fuck. Sorry. We got Burnley at home. We got Burnley at home. Liverpool got West Ham away. Aston Villa and Chelsea play at 8 p.m. on the Saturday. It's good going. It should be a decent game. You lot play on this. Oh yeah, you got the derby on the Sunday. The big derby. Yeah. At Spurs. What do you reckon?
Yeah, we're winning that.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, I told you, I'm going to games confident these days.
No, I hear that. I can see it. Andrew Ball ain't been all this cracked up to be recently. You know, they've had a few shaky performances and results in a few recent weeks.
I don't think that matters.
You don't think that matters?
No. They're going to play well, but we're going to be...
Just better.
Yeah.
But if they're firing on all cylinders and they're at home, then they'll get something out of the game, no?
Yeah, they will score.
No, I mean get something out of the game, like points.
It's possible.
Is dropped points like a disaster? Is a draw a disaster?
It's not. It's not. Only because they're still... Tottenham still has to play Man City. So, no, it's not a disaster.
Okay. Do you have a prediction for me?
I'm going to go with... I'm going to go with 2-1. I'm going to go with 3-2. I'm going to go with 3-1. I'm going to go with even 2-0.
That's everybody.
Yeah. That's what I'm going to go with. What happened?
Huh?
What happened?
No reason.
And Starcrow says if Tottenham win, he's going to call in on Monday.
Is it, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, then I look forward to your call, man.
Yeah.
All right, then. That's the end of our sports news.
Before we move on to Donut here, who would you prefer to win the title?
Who would I prefer to win the title?
Yeah, out of City and Arsenal. And why?
You know what it is, yeah? I'm really supposed to say Arsenal. Especially because I don't want City to win it 4 times in a row. But your fans are a bit unbearable. And Liverpool won it. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be anyway. I want Arsenal to win it, man.
Because you just can't bring yourself to say City. I like that. I wouldn't bring myself to say Tottenham either.
Yeah, I want Arsenal to win
Even
it,
if it is that the fan base of the other team that's in contention are insufferable.
He's insufferable, but yeah, man. Let's go Arsenal, man. Come on, you Gunners. Yay.
All right, then.
All right, I'm starving. Marks, think about the 4p. The 4p?
Maybe it's the potential of, I don't know what the 4p is.
Cred.
Oh, 4p.
The 4p.
4p, I think.
No, we don't want that.
No.
We don't want that. We definitely don't want that. That's crazy. Yeah, man. Go Arsenal, man. We ain't done it here?
Yeah, we are.
There's a video to click, Brent.
All right.
I haven't even, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not really sure what's going on here. So we can watch it and do it in real time. I need to shave, man. Look rough. This is the kind of beard that you think the young girl likes, or?
Nope.
No.
No.
Oh shit. Is there sound?
Yeah. Just waiting for you all to finish.
From the moment Mark Char was wheeled into court today, what was supposed to be a routine sentencing hearing quickly went off the rails.
The reason why I'm like this is because I prepared myself to play my part in your kangaroo court, treating me like a black man, so today I'm going to be a black man.
Face.
This kangaroo court is giving me a life sentence for me trying to protect and defend myself against the attack from 3 guys.
Is he doing
In
that?
essence, treating me like a black man.
From the moment Mark Char was wheeled into court today, what was supposed to be a routine sentencing hearing quickly went off the rails.
The reason why I'm like this is because I prepared myself to play my part in your kangaroo court, treating me like a black man, so today I'm going to be a black man.
Face.
This kangaroo court is giving me a life sentence for me trying to protect and defend myself against the attack from 3 guys. In essence, treating me like...
Boy. At least he's highlighting that black men get treated differently.
I want to know more about this case.
I wanna know
he
what he
defended
done.
himself against 3 attackers,
Did he use excessive force?
and they're banging him away for life.
He
May have a-
clearly
may have a
killed
point.
someone.
We have a point.
Gary in Brendan Deeper sentencing. What? What are all these numbers that he's putting up? Nat Turner, Martin Day. What? Do we know this man's name? Does more information matter?
No, he has blackface in court. so no. I'm just curious whether he's lying or not.
What do you mean by lying? Lying about what?
So they've sentenced him to life in
Yeah.
prison, and he's suggesting that he was defending himself against 3 attackers. So I want to know if he's lying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What are you struggling with over there?
I'm not lost for words often.
Yeah, it's true. I hear you. I hear it. I hear it.
I don't even really know I don't know where to go, Brent.
He's definitely done out here, though.
Oh, no, yeah, clearly.
That goes without saying.
Clearly.
Regardless of whether he's trying to prove a point or not, it's unacceptable. But I think what's interesting is obviously he's very aware that black men get treated harshly when it comes to jail.
Yeah, so he's an ally.
I don't know if that's the right word, but
He's trying to put a highlight on the black man's plight.
there's other ways to do it, though. I believe that's not insensitive to the people that you're trying to align yourself with. No,
would the judges have given more time for that? He already got the life. Surely they saw him do that. Said, maybe you're gonna get double life because you're taking a piss.
Yeah, you are taking a piss.
Where did he come? I'm guessing he came from. Where did he get? How did he do that? Where did he get that makeup from? He didn't walk in off road. He's in prison. He was in orange garms, isn't it?
Literally.
What's that? Like shoe polish or something? How did he do that?
Boy.
Maybe he ordered shoe polish for his last meal.
No, but he hasn't been sentenced yet, though. So he wouldn't have had his last meal. He's only getting sentenced now.
Oh, my God.
So he's been in remand.
So the person who permitted the shoe polish to be given to him should be in Donut here, you're saying? They facilitated it.
Not really, because they probably would, unless they knew what he was going to use it for.
Not to polish his shoes. Maybe to pay sharp for...
You're in jail, innit? I mean, I feel like that's the last thing they're going to expect him to do.
You know what it is? I want to know more about this as well, but at the same time, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. And for real, who did he kill? Did he kill, like, Asian men, white men, black men? Imagine he killed 3 black men and then he's there in blackface. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say, man. He's done it here, man. I'm shocked. Let's get into our outro.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for tuning in. It's been a great week. It's been a great day. Thank you for all our great guests for coming. Thanks to our researchers, everybody that's listening on all social media platforms. Make sure you like, comment, share the video. If you're watching this on YouTube, being not a subscriber, press the subscribe button. We've got a big week for you planned next week. Obviously, we're launching videos from our campaign, so make sure you're here bright and early every day. Tune in, stay locked in, because you don't want to miss it. So a few latecomers today. Be better next week. And anything you want to add to that, Gina?
Nope. Enjoy your weekend.
Bear in mind, the series of videos that we're going to be dropping, it leads up to the final video, which is going to be dropping on Sunday the 5th. That's the one where... That's the campaign video.
Okay.
That's the meat and potatoes. Everything else leading up to it is the tease.
All right, cool. Remember, Pen Games on Sunday. If you ain't got your tickets, get them. If you're from
I'll be there.
Yep. Make sure, if you're from the community and you want some VIP tickets, just send me your emails and I'll send you them through.
Straight.
So, yeah, you got a little something, little cue jumping them thing there. You know what I'm saying?
Straight.
Come on, man.
Gina will be there.
Gina will be there. You gonna stand on stage next to me? Come on stage.
No.
Why not, man?
Leave me alone, man.
You don't never want to support me, man. This is what I mean.
Piss off.
What are we doing here?
Ask your babes to support you.
That wasn't even nothing untoward. I'm just saying, pull up, stand on the stage with me, support me.
That's how I read it.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? I wasn't trying to like whine you on stage or nothing like that. Like,
Didn't say you was.
It's not that type of party.
At all.
I didn't say it was.
So why can't you come support me then?
I didn't say I couldn't.
You said you wouldn't.
Come on stage, yeah.
Why not?
Why do you want me to come on stage?
Aesthetics. Brand awareness.
100%.
It's just Gene.
I'll boost numbers.
Boost numbers, 100%.
No, or not. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Peace out, man. Bye.